Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are getting my sister ready for her first prom. My mom started off with curling her hair, so her hair is done, it's out the way. I am doing her makeup. I started off with her eyebrows. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil in deep brown, and I'm just using the spoolie to brush out her eyebrows before filling them in. Now I am filling in her natural eyebrow shape and just extending out the end a little bit. I also blended the product in the front of the brow. I don't really fill in the front of the brow. I just blend it forward. So that gives a little bit of a shaded effect. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I slightly fill in the bottom of the brow and then push it all upwards, the product upwards. Again, I am using less product in the front of the brow and then more product towards the middle and the end of the eyebrow. Now I'm just taking this concealer pot by NARS and a flat brush. This is in the shade medium 1, and I'm just going to use that to clean up her eyebrows and to clean up the shape a little bit. I also use it on her eyelids to act as a primer before adding any eyeshadow. Now that her eyebrows are done and her eyelids are primed, I am taking my Patrick Ta palette and I'm going to go ahead and do a natural yet smoky look because later on I am going to add diamonds to her face, so I kind of want to keep it a little bit subtle. So I'm taking this first shade and I'm putting that all over her eyelid to act as a base a little bit, like a base color, before adding any dimension and shadows to it. So that's what I'm doing right here. Now I'm taking this smaller eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply that towards the outer corner of her eye and then blend it into her crease. Now I'm taking a different eyeshadow brush and then I am going to go into a deeper shade, which is this one, and I'm going to focus on the ends of her eyes shape. Now that that shade is blended out in the outer corner of her eye, I am taking a different brush, which is right here, and I am taking this white shade out of the palette. It does have a little bit of a pink undertone, and I'm just going to focus this on the inner corner of her eye. I feel like it brightens up her eye a bit, and it looks really good to open up the eye. So I'm using that, and I'm also blending that into the darker shade. Now I usually let her do her own mascara, so that's what she's doing here, is she's putting mascara on her top lashes. This mascara is the Lash Princess Mascara by Essence, and she's just using that on her top lashes. Now that she's done with her mascara, we're gonna go ahead and trim up some lashes and apply some lashes on her. These are the lashes that we are using. This is the style. So now I went ahead and applied those. Now we're just taking some foundation. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Medium Olive. Now I just dot this all over her face before blending it out. To blend it out, I am using a brush. We also didn't apply primer because her skin is pretty dry and I didn't want to add any primer. So now I am just going to blend out the foundation. Now I am taking the Shape Tape Glow in a light, and I am putting that in the areas that I want to have a little bit of a glow. So those are the areas I wanted her to have a glow before adding any concealer. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Now for the concealer, I am using the Laura Mercier concealer in the shade 3W, and I am mixing that with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Warm. And then I just went ahead and blended that out. Now to dust off the excess powder and to set the rest of her face, I am taking Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in Medium 2. Now to warm up her face, I am taking the Fit Me powder in 360, and I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much add dimension and shadow using this. When applying this to the cheek area, I like to make sure I blend upward, and then to the chin, I usually apply downward and side to side. Now I'm just taking this Makeup Revolution blush palette, and I usually just mix all of them, and I'm just going to apply that to her nose and her cheeks. Now I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palette, and I'm mixing these three shades, all the shades except for the white one, and I just apply that to her high points of her face. Now I am going back into the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. I am taking that shade and I'm focusing that on the inner corner of her eye and then blending it towards the outer corner. And to do this, I am using a flat, fluffy eyeshadow brush so that it fits under there. Using that same brush, I'm taking this darker shade and I'm focusing that on the outer corner of her eye and blending it upward and then blending it a little bit to the middle. Now I'm taking this mini fan brush, which I use for mascara. So I'm putting mascara on it and then applied it to her lower lashes. Now for lips, I am taking the KKW Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Nude 2. I basically outlined her normal lip shade, filled in the sides. I did overline a little bit because she does like a plumper lip. So that's what I did here. Now I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics lipstick in Girls Trip and I'm just putting that in the center. Taking a brush, I'm blending these together before adding the lip gloss. The lip gloss that I used is by Fenty Beauty and it's in the shade Glass Slipper. Now it is time for her favorite part, which is the diamonds. She wanted the hot pink diamonds to match her dress. I'm using Tarte lash glue, applying that to the end of a brush to help pick up the diamonds. So I applied it to the end of the brush to make it tacky. Now I'm just taking the glue and dotting that all over the areas I want to apply the diamonds. So this is clear lash glue, so once it dries down it'll be completely clear and you won't be able to see it. So I'm just going ahead and applying those hot pink diamonds, and then I mainly focused that in the inner corner of her eyes. I didn't apply it anywhere else but the inner corners of her eyes. So this is the finished look for her makeup. This is what it looks like. With the back camera and flash on, this is how it looks. I think it came out pretty good. This is her dress, and then with that dress, these are her heels. This is how she looked for prom. She looks so beautiful. Here's another picture. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of her getting ready for prom. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.